Hey guys, Andres here. And now folks, listen closer. It's time for a little confession. Wander Over Yonder is one of my favorite shows of all time. Ha 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 ha. Created by animation legend Craig McReviewer, who most of you may know for creating the Powerpuff Girls, Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, and Kid Cosmic, two of the most iconic Cartoon Network shows of all time, and one of the best animated shows Netflix has ever streamed. Wander Over Yonder follows the titular character Wander and his best friend Sylvia, who travel from planet to planet to help those in need, while escaping the evil space conqueror Lord Hater and his troops the Watchdogs, led by Commander Peepers. Watching this show every time it aired on Disney XD was always a damn blast. The characters were just so fun and likable, and the art style they used for every new character always had some passion behind it. That is me only going about Season 1 though. Season 2, and this might be a hot take for some people, is weaker. Like, a lot weaker. And today I'm going to dive in and see why. And remember, as always, this is my opinion, so please express your thoughts in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's get to it. Number 1, the animation. The animation from Season 1 was all kinds of stunning. It had so much attention to detail, the characters' movement always felt surprisingly natural, and there was no stone left unturned. Dare I say, I think the rigged animation holds up a tad stronger than the Ghost and Molly McGee, which is already great on its own. In Season 2, however, it just feels kinda cheap. Even back when I was a kid, I was wondering, how did we go from this...
You lose, Haiti! The universe is...
to this. Just look at the way the characters move. It just feels wrong. And can Disney please stop with these constant monster faces? It's getting on my nerves. Number 2, the characters feel off. Let's start with Wander. We all know Wander, right? He's extremely friendly, a total pacifist, and is not afraid to take action whenever needed. How the conflicts go are either Lord Hater tries to unfold an evil plot, but Wander always unintentionally fools everything, or whenever he and Sylvia get tied up in a wacky situation, Wander never gives up until he resolves the conflict. But in Season 2, it feels like Wander just wants to put himself in danger just because. In half the episodes in this season, he acts like an ignorant 5-year-old. Sylvia feels a lot more consistent, and the show even goes as far as to revealing her family and how she and Wander met. I can't say the same for Lord Hater though. Like, this season really wants to hammer in that he's such a loser of a villain. I know in Season 1 he could be a total man-child, but back then not only were there moments where Hater could be actually menacing, but the show never wasted time to show how much of an irredeemable asshole he is. And yes, his desperate crush on newcomer Lord Dominator was hilarious, but it just added to the problem, you know? And then there's Commander Peepers. In Season 1, his role and motivation was very simple. He's Lord Hater's right-hand man and that's it. Nothing beyond that. But here, for some reason, they try to make him Lord Hater's equivalent to a nagging wife, or at times even his grumpy dad who tells him to stop focusing on Wander, and I'm sorry, this doesn't make any sense. Weren't there like 3 episodes where Peepers learned how much of an actual usurping menace Wander can be? And don't tell me Peepers himself doesn't hate Wander and Sylvia, because he tried to kill them and kidnap them multiple times. They also try to force this really stupid parallel between him and Sylvia, when I'm here asking, what exactly do they have in common other than being cynical in certain situations? It's even to a point they straight up nerf Sylvia. Come on, you have super strength and speed. Just knock him out like always and catch up to Wander. And then there's the season's main villain, Lord Dominator, and honestly, she's a freaking riot. She's this spoiled woman child who just wants to destroy everything because she can. And quoting Peepers here, man, that's evil. And damn, that song, I'm the Bad Guy, just slaps. What holds her back from being a fantastic villain for me is that her gag of being above everyone else, even villains who have a hell lot more experience than her, gets old pretty fast. And number 3, the narrative. In Season 2, the show just became an overarching story out of nowhere. I'm sorry, but this makes, again, no sense. Especially compared to other Disney shows which actually start off with overarching narratives. Gravity Falls, Amphibia, The Owl House, even The Ghost of Molly McGee, which is a lot more episodic compared to the latter. Did you actually think giving the silly Wahoo universe of Wonder Over Yonder an overarching story would actually work? Look at Phineas and Ferb, for example. Later seasons introduced villains that were even more powerful than Doofenshmirtz, but they never resorted to turn this silly, overly self-aware sitcom into another 87 Ninja Turtles Season 8. In conclusion, Wander Season 2 has a lot of issues, but it doesn't mean it's bad per se. Although it's clearly inferior to Season 1, it still has a lot of fun episodes and some great moments. The series finale having Lord Hater regaining all of his energies to destroy Dominator's ship, it's still such an epic moment. And besides, sequels don't really need to be superior to the original. Look at the Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon trilogies. All their movies are great in their own, but most people will tell you the best one is the original. Whether it be by nostalgia or simply because that's how they feel. You know what kind of sequels I do hate? Those that don't even try. Case in point, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Hey, remember that movie about old school arcade characters with iconic video game faces as background elements? Well, let's make a sequel where we ditch all the video game stuff in favor of product placements, corporate pandering, internet humor, and most importantly, memes. And the very dead ones. If that wasn't Emoji Movie-esque enough, let's assassinate Ralph and Vanellope's characters and turn them into these completely unlikable and borderline idiotic douchebags. Point is, I still like Wonder Season 2. Anyway guys, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment your thoughts down below, and remember, stay faithful and hopeful.
Got it, pal? Psych! We're not pals! Hater out!